Good afternoon, Speed Gaming fans. It is time for another match in the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. We are bringing you Game 2 of jat2980 versus groggydog. Jat won the first game. Will he win this one and get a clean sweep, or will groggydog bring it back and force a Game 3? I am Dr. Funkin, and joining me in the booth today is Ganon's Gone Wild. How you doing, GG Dub?
I'm doing pretty good. Looking forward to this race. How about yourself?
I'm always looking forward to a chance to heckle my usual co-commentator Jat. So
I see it. Yeah, no, that's good. Hopefully we see a pretty cool, pretty interesting seed here. Looks like the Blurses, the ninja, the fighter rolled ninja spells, which is ridiculously strong. They opted to go with a white mage which can't wear a ribbon, so should be interesting to see how that plays out.
yeah, absolutely. Ninja spells on a fighter. What if that fighter is able to learn like fast, so it doesn't have to worry about its buffers dying going through Temple of Fiends Revisited? That could be real strong.
Yeah, yeah, it could be very, very strong, and still can learn, I believe, white magic first 3 levels when they promote. So, I mean, if there's a life access early on, first 3 levels, that knight could be super strong later on in the game. But they did draft the black belt as well, so it'll be interesting to see what they choose to go with in Topher.
Absolutely, and that black belt's got plus 40 extra agility and plus 15 fight, so it's no slouch either when it comes to melee.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play this party, because they definitely have options.
They sure do, though I will say that both of their mages are suffering a bit. The black mage already has abysmal HP and it's down an extra 30, and the white mage can't equip ribbons.
Yeah, those are 2 pretty substantial negative modifiers. Maybe they have the ability to learn wall at some point, so they'll probably be looking to pick that up. That could make a big difference. But solo black belt in Temple of Fiends is viable if you get high enough levels, and maybe even the knight. But yeah, we're off to the races here.
We sure are. Let's see what we got for white magic. Looks like Invis 2 and Exit for good white magic spells, and then we got Fire 3 and Fast and Brack. Level 1 magic's kind of stacked.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I give it like a 8 out of 10. Definitely a lot of really nice spells to see early on. Yeah, looks like the exit is promo locked, so only the white mage is going to be able to learn it right now. Well, I guess they don't have a red mage anyway, so.
We also got gold bracelets and silver bracelets, both at +1 for sale in the armor shop, so they're in a nice convenient location for when you've got money for it.
Yeah, I didn't catch the price on that, but yeah, they probably won't have the money for a little bit.
It wasn't terrible. Like, at least it wasn't maxed out, at the very least.
Yeah.
And it looks like I said, that fighter can learn fast, so that's going to be great for our runners.
Yeah.
Oh no! Thunder from Garland. Oh, but we have a ribbon in that very first chest in the Temple of Fiends. That's an awesome start.
Yeah, we just can't equip it on our white mage.
Very true, but for anyone else, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Jat is getting some turn order this time. Garland does not throw out the Thunder, so he's able to take down Garland. And the fighter goes down, but the rest of his party levels up. And the king has got a cube for us, and Princess Sarah has got a ruby for us.
Did Jat check those chests by any chance?
He sure didn't.
Okay, well, maybe he goes back for that.
If this is anything like Game 1, it's very possible that Jat doesn't bother, because he may commit to a solo black belt and not feel like he needs to check many chests.
Yeah. I usually like to check the Topher chest, just because even just like a couple grand in terms of money early on can go a long ways, but some people like to skip it and just really get off to a fast start. Oh,
Absolutely.
groggydog getting hit by that thunder as well. Gonna have to pray for better turn order here.
And he
Ooh.
gets worse turn order. Just doesn't even get a chance to swing. It's just thunder, thunder, thunder cats from Garland.
Okay. So,
Oh no! Oh, this is sad. It's a
yeah,
bit of a stumbling block right off the bat, unfortunately.
yeah. It's where you start to wonder: did my opponent see this? Yeah.
Absolutely, but thankfully, on like his 4th or 5th try, Groggy Dog makes it through, and we have got Crescent Lake at the Provoca location.
Question in chat: who won the first game? I believe it was Jat, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That is correct. Jat was the
Yeah.
winner of the first game and is trying to sweep it out here. That cloth +2 is actually pretty good protection for both of our mages. And a little bit for the black belt at this level.
Yeah, cloth +2. You know, it's not bad. I mean, it's a little bit of something. It's better than nothing. If you're going into like Marsh Cave or something like that, it could make a difference.
Did I see life at level 6 white magic?
I believe that was maybe life 2. I didn't get.
Yeah, it was life 2.
Yeah.
And we got a boat from our friends at the Circle of Sages.
Yeah, that's really nice to have. They just need the. They don't have the canal yet, do they?
They do not, but
Yeah.
that does get us much easier access down to Elfland.
Yeah, it's really nice to have that, so you don't have to walk around everywhere.
Looks like... Yep, okay, yeah, Jad's coming down. For a minute there, I thought he was going to go up and check Matoya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be... I wouldn't expect him to go for those chests if he's not even doing the Topher ones.
Exactly, yeah, that wouldn't have made any sense. And we have got Elfland, Melfland, Elfmund.
Yeah, so that's kind of feels a little bad because he doesn't... I mean, there's one more town to check, but you might not be getting any more magic in the Inner Sea that you can learn for a while.
Nope. And so, yeah, it looks like due to just proximity, he's going to go ahead and dive for that incentive item in the Marsh Cave.
Yeah, I didn't see what levels he at. Has he taken another fight, or is he still at like level 2?
He might be at level 3. I'm not 100% on that. He may only be at level 2 from the Garland fight.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like he's still at level 2, maybe 3. But yeah, this is a very fragile party right now.
Luckily, he was able to get away from those shadows who have a tendency to ambush. On the top floor of Marsh, we've got a soft Iron -1, and...
Yeah, he already killed off it. Oh, black shirt, that's really nice, fine.
Yeah, that's like going to be immediately useful against this group of Grey Ogres and Ogres. Hopefully he can take these down, gain a little extra XP on that whole party. Oh yeah, just watch them go. There we go. Jump up to level 4 for the whole party. We're significantly more survivable in here. And a Warrior Sword +2 is a great early weapon for that fighter.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's not just... Oh, he's got exit. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I thought he might just reset out. And then you could grab the black shirt out of this link chest down here. But since he has exit, he might as well just use that.
Yeah, considering he was also checking that other one, had the monster in a box, and got all that XP, I'm not too surprised he didn't reset out. Meanwhile, Groggy taking on some fish people over in this ocean. Getting his party up to level 4. Now, these incentive chests are in random locations. And oh, hey, Jack just found a floater. We've got another rocket start, just like in their first race.
How come I can't get seeds like this?
Right? Every time I play, the floater's in like the absolute last damn location I ever check.
Yeah, it's always in like sky after some crazy fetch quest chain or something.
Yeah, or I forgot that I got the crown half an hour ago and I gotta go back to Astos.
Yeah. So that means that they do not need to get the canal, because they'll have the floater, so they probably are both going to put off Ice Cave for a very, very long time, if ever, because the canal has to be on the inner sea, and depending on what Crescent Lake is, it might be very high chance that it ends up being an ice cave. So
Very true. Depending on what if this town doesn't have anything if it's not, say, Provoca with the pirates, or if it doesn't have an item for sale, we won't know. And it's Gaia, so yeah, that will put, I guess Ice Cave could be bottle leading to canal, but yeah, either way, we don't really have to go to Ice Cave.
Yeah, the one thing that is possible to be an ice cave is the key, which leads to the canal in Canaria, but it's not super likely. It's not too likely.
If that's the case, then I imagine it's going to be the last place both of our runners check.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got Oxyale from Old Man Sarda.
Yeah, it's another required item. Jat not checking the earth trap tiles yet. Gonna check out this town first. Oh, and we got
Onrak.
Yeah, my mind went completely blank there. I'm like, what's this town called?
Happens to the best of us. Sometimes words just escape us.
Yeah. Huh. Jat not interested in the earth cave trap tiles at this point.
Yeah, at this point it looks like he's more interested in finding some level 2 magic, I would imagine. Level 2 and 3 magic.
Yeah, definitely want to get some magic.
Here's Elfland, so that'll give us a look. Looks like we got Temper, I think. It was a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I couldn't really make out that. It doesn't look like he has a lot of money to spend, though, so he's going to have to be very selective here with what he buys.
Yeah, we did have Temper at level 3 Black Magic, so I'm not surprised to see that getting picked up. Looks like we also have Ice 2, Sleep 2, and Hold, so nothing else major as far as Black Magic. And then White Magic had Ruse and Fog 2 for major spells.
Have we seen our vendor item yet?
I haven't.
Okay, yeah, he did not. I don't believe he checked the vendor there, so...
He also hasn't checked level 4 magic, so he's definitely going to be going back to Elfland at some point.
Yeah, he'll be going back probably at some point, but yeah, it's interesting to note that.
Yeah, I imagine it once he's got some money in. Oh, Giants have damage poison.
Yeah, Giants are not free today. Alright, Groggy Dog making his way down to Marsh here. Gonna get his floater. Be a little bit behind getting into the air, but you know.
Happens to the best of us. Sometimes you get that early stumbling block like he had with Garland, and it just
Yeah, he definitely had a rougher time with Garland, but he does have a ribbon that Jat is not probably gonna find, so.
Oh yeah, I very much doubt Jat's ever going to open that chest. Zombles are hitting kind of hard, but they both go down. That's going to be a lot of XP for that Black Mage and that Fighter, jumping them way up to level 8.
So is this Lefane, or it's Provoca?
Right. That's exactly what Jat wanted to see making this play.
Yeah, Lefane would have felt pretty bad.
And, ooh, we got level 2 Fade. There is a sweeper.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup for the White Mage there. The Knight won't be able to learn that. Probably he's never coming back there for that. So, well, I mean, he can't learn until he promotes, but he's not going to come all the way back here for that. So,
not at all. And then we got Lock 2, Bane, and Ice 3 for pretty good level 2 Black Magic as well. And now let's find out what Bicky's got for us as far as a key item goes.
Yeah, these guys have Fast, Temper, Fade, Ice 3, Fire 3, all in the first 3 levels of Magic. So the Magic is pretty stacked this seed.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for anything more, unlike maybe Nuke if you're greedy.
Yeah, Nuke and maybe Life or Life 2, and that's about it.
And Pirates got a crystal for us. Not bad, not bad. What about the item shop? Do we have our... We've got a slab, which we can't afford, so Jat's going to be coming back here at some point.
If the slab is required, we don't know for sure.
Very true.
But yeah, he might have to come back here at some point, which, you know, it's like, when do you make this trip all the way back here just for the slab?
I think you might do it before going to Waterfall if you find you have to go to Waterfall, since we know that's where Lefane's going to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. You might want to try to combo that together.
Groggy fighting some wolves, and it doesn't look like he's got his, doesn't look like he's going away from Marsh Cave, so he must have his floater by this point.
Yeah, he picked up the floater.
Okay, cool.
So Jat's black belt is lying on the ground, and he did not. I didn't see if it died recently or if he just chose not to res it in.
He resed it in Provoca, but it died.
Oh,
again.
it died again.
Okay.
Interesting.
Honestly, like, you could do either one, but with the way he's been skipping chests, I would kind of expect for him to want that black belt alive.
Now he's checking chest. Maybe he's just looking for some money to go buy that slab.
Very possible. We got these giants. Luckily, they haven't thrown out any damage poison yet. So.
He knows they have poison.
True, but they're also worth, like, a lot of money, so...
Yeah, and they're guarding something in a chest, so maybe he just really wants that treasure.
That Opal -3. That'll at least sell. And dragon armor.
Dragon armor, alright.
Yeah, it might be time to... Oh, we're getting a fetch quest! We got Crystal into Adamant. Might be time to consider leaving that black belt dead and investing in the fighter.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you have both a fighter and a black belt, like, it's hard to choose. He's gonna res the black belt, but the black belt's just gonna keep dying if he keeps him in the front slot, so might want to toss him somewhere else. Question in chat about A-side or B-side tiles. I don't think... Well, I think... Yeah, have we seen a single trap tile yet? I feel like we have not seen a single trap tile yet.
We have not seen a trap tile yet, so no.
Yeah. Jat did not check Earth while he was nearby, and I don't think either of the runners opted to check the Marsh trap tile.
Katana +3. That'll go well on that white mage, which can equip ninja weapons or thief. Yeah, ninja swords.
Wait, actually, ninja swords or thief swords?
Oh wait, no, it's thief swords. So in that case, it's just money.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Only just a big stack of money for us, but
well, could be worse. What did the adamant give us? Oh, the herb, because we are on a fetch quest.
Yep.
So we're gonna turn in that herb and get.
Right, let's get the TNT. Come on. All right. Yeah,
nice.
TNT.
Nice. And back to Dwarf Cave with you.
All right. Now we just need a bottle. Into the crown so that we can finally get our white shirt.
Yeah, but no, bottle into crown, maybe into key into white shirt.
There you go. Yeah, groggydog making his way over to Provoca. I don't know if he has enough money to buy the slab. He has been checking a little bit more stuff, but if he has the money, then
this would be a nice one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, level 4 Zap. That's not nothing. And then for white magic, we have got Heal 3. Heal 3 always good for saving time with heal potting.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're pretty close on... Okay, yeah, he only has $2,300, but you could consider just grinding some of the enemies outside here, getting some levels and some money at the same time, so you don't have to walk back. I don't know. It's an interesting option.
It's definitely not nothing. I mean, those are the enemies you would normally find in the Peninsula of Power, so it's not like it's a bad grind.
Yeah.
Jet going to turn in that TNT. also sold that katana to get a bunch more money, so he can now afford that slab if it comes to it. Oh, a chime. Okay.
Yeah, so Sky is now full clearable.
Sky.
Yeah, we don't really have the levels for it, so Jack's gonna check these trap tiles now.
Alright, what does the Cascade of Giants have for us? We got double Frosties. In their first race, Frosties weren't really hitting, they were just casting a fire. So they were a great early grind for Jat. However, today it seems they're hitting quite hard, and they've got quite a bit of health. So
and they take out that black belt.
Yeah, and if he's trying to get that black belt up, and then we've just got Earths.
Alright, well...
Earths also a boatload of health, and hitting fairly hard.
Yeah, Earths don't even give, like, that great of experience, so... And his black belt's dead, so I'm kind of surprised to not just see a reset here, unless he's just kind of given up on the black belt.
He might have. The black belt just keeps falling down, and he has found some very good defensive gear for that fighter, assuming that he finds a tail to promote.
Yeah, and he's got fast and temper, and the ability to self-cast them on the fighter, so maybe he's just, thinks, alright, his fate is gonna force me into this fighter here.
Well, he's going to bring that black belt back, so he's not committing yet.
Okay.
Grabbing a couple houses, a pile of heal pots, and heading back out.
Alright, Groggy Dog about to start his fetch quest chain here.
Assuming that these giants don't poison him out of existence.
And they just did that.
Ooh, even more giants, so even more chances to get poisoned out of existence.
Yeah.
I got...
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we got Gersharks and Wizzahags over here on the other trap tile.
Yeah, that's pretty decent experience, and kind of, depending on the Gershark HP, maybe solo grindable, but looks like... Yeah, they looks like they got probably at least 400 or 500 HP, it seemed like.
Alright, Jat, not impressed with those tiles, heading elsewhere. Maybe Ordeals?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Makes sense at his current party levels. There's also some more trap tiles in here. Ooh, a T-Rex.
If this thing goes down well, it could be a huge jump for him.
Yeah, I don't know where he is in the encounter table, but if this is early in the encounter table... Oh, wow, alright. So
wow.
They don't...
One-rounded?
Yeah, that's definitely worth keeping in mind. I don't know where this is in the encounter table, but yeah, he's just continuing to march over to Ordeals. Maybe he'll come back for that later.
Yeah, it's possible he doesn't necessarily know where he is in the encounter table either, which is why he's just walking.
Yeah, the blue stake grind is one of the best in the game because it's very safe, and they give they've pretty much the most experience of any single enemy in the overworld.
Yep, blue stake grind really paid off for Jat with a black belt in the first race. So I wouldn't, if that is early in his encounter table, I would not be surprised to see him come back to it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jat getting the runaround here in the Temple of Ordeals.
Alright, so Groggy Dog about to get his chime, I believe was the
You are correct.
Here. So let's see where he goes next. Headed over to Carnaria, maybe gonna pick up some supplies.
Seems like a reasonable thing. Oh, we got Trance Revolution from the Men Cats.
Ooh, yeah, that's not great. Trance, of course, non-elemental, so Ribbon won't help you, and yeah, it's definitely a potential wiper spell.
Yeah, and Jat reset out of that immediately. Before getting ambushed by some zombies. This is not a particularly good trap tile, just a bunch of undead.
Yeah. At least it didn't kill him, though.
No. Oh, more men cats. Luckily, he's able to run this time before they start causing problems on purpose.
Groggy Dog finds the Frosty tile. Let's see if he is interested in taking this at all. Not really.
Jat is running around in circles here in the Temple of Ordeals. More men cats. Potentially more problems. Luckily, able to escape again. Ooh, double Gersharks. Groggy's about to find out exactly how much HP these things have. Too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think they went down to 2 rounds. It's not too bad, but yeah, definitely not really worth spending any time here.
I think this is Jat's, like, 4th cycle going through the triple room.
Yeah, the Pillar Maze be like that sometimes. It's just, it's a 50-50, and then another 50-50, and then like a 1 to 4, so, and another 50-50. So it's just odds are not on your side.
Now here's a trap tile.
Yeah, this is looking real juicy. We'll see what this Agama rolls.
3 hits for 69 damage. Nice, but not nice for being grindable.
Yeah, especially against the fighter who probably has like 30 absorb, but he might look.
We got a rod, so that's all of Earth Cave clearable.
Yeah. Probably won't go there until he has his party like endgame levels, because there's no incentive in Earth. But yeah, that's definitely another required item. It looks like they're pretty much, or he's just key for go mode at this point. Oh wait, no, loot as well. Key and loot for go mode.
Oh, and there's a ribbon for him. Plus he found a defense sword, which was at -3, but that's still a defense sword, and its ability to cast a ruse on yourself is fantastic.
Yeah, ribbon pickup's very nice. If he just finds a pretty like good endgame weapon somewhere, like.
Now this is a trap tile.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice, but it's also like you have to potentially take encounters, and it's only really viable for a group. Oh, that's maybe not a trap tile anymore.
Nope, not anymore. Not with glare.
At least he's got that ribbon, so.
Yep. And he's got another Fire 3 about to come out. Oh, they've got Dazzle as well? Yeesh. Yeah, these are unfortunate. It'll be great for his party as it stands, just not for that Black Mage.
Yeah, so he's gonna take off after. Oh, Blue D. Where is Groggy Dog? Is this a trap tile?
I believe it's a trap tile. He's in Earth, last I checked. As near as I know, Blue Ds aren't there by default.
I don't think. I think we've seen all the trap tiles in Earth.
Oh, he's in
Volcano. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't see how much HP that had exactly, but they are worth a lot of experience. But yeah, if Jat finds a weapon here for his fighter, he may just opt to go with that, because he's got pretty stacked armor, a ribbon, defense sword. He can cast fast and temper on the knight. So, yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Oh, he gets another T-Rex here.
He sure does. Shadowed is telling us in chat that there is an XCal +2 in the Volcano Armory, so if Jat happens to check that, that'll be an endgame sword, and probably incentive enough to drop this black belt. So yeah, it looks like that T-Rex is pretty quick off of the power cycle, so this is going to be a grind.
Yeah, this is it's looking like a very good grind, so at this point, he may actually just be considering to go with the black belt once he gets enough levels to actually start soloing it.
The fact that he can just do this grind definitely puts you in a good position to use the black belt.
Yeah, he's almost level 16 on the black belt, so about 5 more levels, and he can probably start looking to try to solo.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that thing crit pretty hard though.
Yeah, T-Rexes are known to crit. Have a pretty high crit rate, and yeah, they hit ridiculously hard even when they don't crit, so yeah, you gotta look out. He does have 2-man now, which... Oh, is he going back for the slab? Or
he's going back for that slab, because
okay.
Otherwise he would probably just like go up to Gaia, right?
Yeah.
Or was that Melmond? No, because Elfland is Melmond, so yeah, he would just go up to Gaia if he needed to bring people back to life.
Yeah.
Ooh, the fact that he's just doing this makes me think we are definitely getting, like, a solo black belt grind here.
Yeah, I think he, is not sad that that fighter went down and is just going to 2-man the T-Rex for a little bit until he gets 21, and then hopefully he can get that grind online. I didn't see how many save items he has in his inventory. Hopefully he has enough.
He has quite a few, plus he just picked up, like, 11 houses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's set. Right, Groggy Dog also making his way over to Provoca, looking to get that slab as well. We'll see if he checks the overworld encounters in the desert and also finds the T-Rex.
Oof. Oh, that explains why he took so much damage. Frost wolves have Blizzard.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty rude.
Yeah, those are some real cold wolves.
Yeah, they got a buff. No longer casting Frost now; they're casting Blizzard. All right, yeah. So Jack going to translate his slab, so he's not going to get Lufa today.
Yeah, you always hate when that happens. At least today you don't have to take, like, a huge walk of shame if it happens.
Yeah, that's true.
So level 5 wall, and potentially harm 4? Yeah, harm 4 is always nice to have for when you run into those gigantic packs of undead. Groggy picking up that slab, and probably a few houses, yep. Oh yeah, that defense sword's moving down to the black belt. We are on 2-man strats.
Yeah, definitely with Fate on the White Mage, it's pretty viable to do, and it'll get some more levels on the black belt.
Plus, we got a black shirt on that black belt, so we got double sweeper if we need it.
Yeah, that's a great point as well.
And there's our bottle. Alright, so that's potentially going to lead to something important. After all, we're still have key and loot as far as necessary items outstanding.
Yeah, and the loot is sometimes a pretty tough item to track down because it can be basically anywhere in the game. It's kind of the same thing with the key as well.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the only place that it couldn't be is probably Ice Cave.
Well, the loot probably can't be there, but the key could.
That's right, the key could still be an Ice Cave. Meanwhile, Groggy stocking up on those level 3 and 4 magics in Elfland.
Yeah, level 4 black magic, pretty bad.
It wasn't the prime thing that you would want. Zap can be useful, but I mean, it's certainly not something you're hoping for. Fade one-shotting that first nightmare, not bad.
Yeah, Fade and a black shirt takes him out.
Only 2 levels left before that black belt really starts hitting hard.
Yeah, definitely Jat's in a very solid position, party levels wise, to get that solo grind going.
And these Perilous just melt. I'm sure he's happy to go ahead and take another batch of them.
Yeah, Perilous are actually pretty decent experience, kind of in the mid game or early game, because they usually don't have like much HP. So yeah, it's nice to take down big packs of them.
And Fade seems to be more effective than running from those gargoyles. There's a crown.
All right, we've got, I think, pretty much every fetch quest item at this point. Did we get the crystal? Yeah, we got the crystal.
We got the crystal early. That was like what started our fetch chain.
Yeah, so pretty much out of once they do this crown turn in, we're pretty much out of fetch quest options, and we're gonna have to look to go into sea and sky,
or maybe ice. Though Jat has that grind location, so it's not like he's going to have trouble going through dungeons at this point.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely look to go finish his grind. I think that was the tail from the crown turn in. So yeah, it looks like our loot and key are in a dungeon somewhere.
I would be shocked to see Jat use that tail.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing him promote his party today. Where did we get the rod from?
That was an incentive chest in Ordeals.
Oh, Ordeals. Okay, yeah. So Groggy hasn't been to Ordeals yet.
Right. Jat picking up life too. Smart.
Yeah, so it's a good pickup. Sometimes you forget about those spells that you should go back for later on in the game. But yeah, Jat not forgetting about that.
And we're about to find out what our... Ooh, +2 chain. That's good armor. Not necessarily necessary, but... Oh.
He's filling
his inventory to make chest checks quicker?
Yeah, so basically, since he knows he's going to have to go into sea and sky, he's filling up his inventory so that basically when you check a chest that's trapped with monster in a box, if your inventory is full and it's an armor item, then it'll just tell you what the item is. And it's important to do that for sea and sky because you want to stop checking chests pretty much as fast as you can. And if the power gauntlet and the white shirt, they're both armor items and they can be behind a monster in a box. So if you don't do this, then you either have to check every monster in a box chest or you just risk potentially checking every chest and not knowing that you skipped the white shirt or the power gauntlet. So
speaking of the power gauntlet, we get that from the bottle.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to have, but if you're going with black belt and you're gonna grind to 42 anyway, then it's kind of like,
So at this point, Ice Cave could still be key.
Yeah, so we basically have 3 locations left. Ice Cave, well, I guess 4. Ice Cave, whatever Corneria locked is, which would, and then sea and sky. So
I imagine we're going to see Jat grind this out, and I imagine he'll do Sky before C, just because C can be more of a crapshoot and take longer.
Yeah, Sky's pretty long as well, but he is closer to Sky, so we might just see him go over there. Groggy Dog is pretty much following all the same quest chains here, so we'll see where he goes. He also would need to start getting some levels at some point. I'm not sure what... He hasn't seen this... He doesn't know about the T-Rex, so I'm not sure where he's going to plan to get his levels. Alternatively, he does have that X-Cal and a ribbon, so he might actually opt for fighter strats.
Yeah, he's got... Plus, he's been to Matoya's cave, so he's also got that dragon armor. So now that he's got his tail, that's a powerful knight.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what he does, because at some point you might want to just get rid of the black belt to get more experience on your other party members.
Yeah, as soon as I picked up that tail, I'd be moving that black belt to the front location to try and just whittle it down. Speaking of trying to whittle things down, Jat's got the white mage up front to try and knock them down and get into the solo grind on this black belt.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long against T-Rexes.
The problem is that he's one-rounding the T-Rexes before they can hit.
Yeah, a few extra levels on the white mage isn't the worst thing.
And Groggy is back at the volcano.
Wow, he's one-shotting that T-Rex. Probably will just start to wait until the white mage gets taken out.
Yeah, I mean, if we're already one-shotting a T-Rex, that is a nice paper XP pinata.
Alright, it looks like he's going back for this blue D.
Considering there are giants in here and those can cast damage poison, it seems like kind of a dangerous tile to get to.
Yeah, he does have a ribbon, but yeah, you're...
That wasn't a commentator's curse, that was just stating facts.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit of a curse there, but yeah, it's a very good observation, but he looks like he might just try to force this. The problem is that Jat's already way ahead of him on the grind, so...
And on the exploration.
Yeah, he's also a little ahead on... He's got that rod from Ordeals, so... Oh, wow. Missing the blue D here. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna work.
Yeah, this is a problematic grind. I'm surprised that he didn't go and oh well, if he's trying to level the black belt, it would make sense that he didn't go promote, I suppose.
Yeah. Alright, Jat finally getting that white mage to die.
Yep. Which immediately jumps that black belt up to 26. And if this is anything like the first race, we're probably going to see Jat take this all the way to 42.
Yeah, with the boss scaling on these flags going up a bit from the previous round of brackets, 42 is definitely a much safer bet than like 32.
Yeah, and sometimes these flags can just be extra nasty. For those who didn't see it, there was a race earlier in the week between Caleb and Demon Frog, where Topher was just an absolute meat grinder.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. There's some nasty combination of spells that bosses can roll that just make things almost impossible. Yeah, so I guess, while we're just doing this grind here, be sure to give our runners a follow. They're both putting on a great show. They're, top 16 Both great players. They've been around the community for a long time, so definitely worth watching.
Absolutely do that. And don't forget to follow the Speed Gaming family of channels as well, so you can get more hot action like this.
Alright, Groggy Dog reevaluating his grind decision here. Or maybe just gonna walk out. I can't see if he...
I believe he got it down to just a black belt and might be trying to save.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what he's doing here. But yeah, this Blue D grind, the Blue D rolled a ton of evasion, so this could be a little bit slow, and there's the giants with damage poison that he's got to worry about, so...
Oh wow, I did not call this correctly at all. Jat left it off at 32 and has brought the whole party back, so he's continuing on with just a level 32 black belt.
That's interesting.
I'm guessing it's just the magic was good enough, and he's got good enough gear already for that fighter that he felt that it's, 32 will be good enough.
Yeah, I think the black belt rolled plus 15 vitality as well, so that can make a pretty big difference in Topher. You're not as susceptible to like things like nuke on the black belt. Yeah, he's got like 737 HP, so he'll probably pick up a couple more levels before getting into Topher as well, because he's got to do all these boxes checks and walk around. Well, he's just running from everything, so... But he'll probably still pick up a level or two anyway. I'll be interested.
Yeah, from various, bosses and the like.
Yeah. Will he take Warmac on if he finds him? I don't know.
I'm gonna put my money on yes.
Yes, okay. Well, he definitely has the firepower to do it, so... Could get a lot of experience.
Absolutely. And speaking of experience, he's going to take this Chimera, because they're generally pretty good XP. Sleep Touch, but yeah, one shot, decent chunk for the rest of the party. He's got to feel lucky that he got the jump on that gigantic pack of Catmen, though.
Yeah, that group of enemies is pretty annoying. They tend to hit kind of hard, and there's just a lot of them.
Exactly.
Nachos with fire 2. Those are some spicy nachos.
That they are. Yeah, Groggy, it looks like he brought the fighter back to life and is back at this Blue D grind. He might be doing two-man strats and just giving up on the mages, which is another interesting possibility.
Yeah, yeah, the Blue D is just like not cooperating at all.
Not at all. Jat has found a second ribbon, so skipping that one at the beginning of the game has not punished him in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, must be nice. Finds the other two ribbons.
When you just have it all.
Yeah.
Well, so far, no key item, and we're about to head up into Sky proper.
Alright, so these Groggy Dog's going over these Blue Ds, which are probably much more killable, although they can have pretty high evade as well, but it looks like they're definitely going down a bit easier.
Meanwhile, Jat running from a Blue D, which immediately catches back up to him. And we have a red D instead of the usual blue D as our spike tile here. Which looked like it went down to 1 ice 3.
Yeah, that would have been another really good grind tile.
Certainly. But, I mean, it was unlikely that either of our runners were going to go to Sky soon enough to find that.
Yeah, it's not really a tile you ever check looking for a grind.
Groggy once again back down to just a black belt.
Yeah, he's walking out. I don't know if that's to res or to save. At this point, like, there's not really a point in... Yeah, he's just going to go back in. Okay.
Looks like he might be doing this as his solo grind.
Yeah, double...
21, so he's still not one-shotting these. That's kind of iffy.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't great, but it's at least doable. The blue D was like not viable at all, so this is at least will get him levels slowly.
Meanwhile, Jat has found the white shirt in Sky.
Yeah, that's why you fill up your inventory, because now he doesn't have to check the rest of these chests. I didn't see if it was behind a monster box, but
it was not.
It wasn't? Okay. Well, it could have been. Like Jad is just on pretty much just rushing down these dungeons mode. He's not interested in checking anything extra at all. He's already got 2 ribbons, and I think he has a defense sword as well.
Yeah, he's got 2 ribbons, he's got a defense sword, he's got the white shirt.
Yeah.
His fighter is basically a black mage with defense and HP.
Yeah, so he's pretty much pretty set for Topher. Only 32 on the black belt, but he'll probably still be fine with this much help from his party.
Yeah, considering that he's got the rest of his party working, now I actually would not be surprised if he upgrades just to get that extra gear like the dragon armor on that fighter.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think, I'm assuming he's wearing like an iron armor -1, so that would be a pretty big upgrade.
Well, he bought all those chain +2s.
Yeah, well, chain +2 is still worse than iron -1, but yeah.
Okay. Was not aware of that.
It's not hugely different, but the difference between either of them and dragon armor is pretty massive.
For sure. Alright, we're on Tiamat. We get a fade, 7 hits for 234, Tiamat swinging back for 166, fast going out on the black belt. We're gonna throw out some temper. Tiamat swinging again, 150 damage on the fighter. Fighter throws out temper. Fade comes out for 142. The black belt swings 15 hits for 438. Tiamat's 1 still standing. Tiamat 1 rolled up on health. And another fade for 156. Another temper comes out. The black belt swings 14 hits, 479, and Tiamat goes down. And at 50 minutes, 24 seconds, Jat's lit the first orb of this match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at this point, he pretty much, I think, so C. We got all of our trash items, so it pretty much is C and ice at this point. And then the canal is just in Canaria, so he knows what he's got to do, and he's just gonna probably rush down these dungeons.
Absolutely. But yeah, at this point, it would have to be key either here, or I would say key and loot have to be ice and sea, basically, at this point, right?
Well, actually, the key could be in here.
That's what I meant. It's like
Yeah.
the key or the loot has to be here, and then the other one has to be in ice.
Well, the canal could still actually be in ice if the loot is just in Canaria locked and the key
Good
is
point,
in
good
C.
point.
So we'll see what's in here, but at this point, if you're Jat, you basically know exactly where you have to go because the possibilities are just not that high.
Gosh, those gray sharks just have so much health this seed.
Yeah, they can roll like just massive amounts of health. So sometimes they go down to like, pretty low damage. Other times they're tanks. Groggy dogs.
You got a level 32 black belt who can't take him out.
Yeah, Groggy dog is right around level 32 as well on his black belt. So starting to get online. Looks like he's gonna keep going here. Oh yeah, okay, there he just hit 32. All right. Oh, is he gonna leave or? He's leaving. So he's making the same play as Jat. He's just gonna leave on 32.
And his fighter is like more kitted out, so with like that X-Cal, so
yeah. Did he promote?
He has not promoted yet because he was doing
Okay.
the black belt grind.
Yeah, well, if he promotes, then yeah, his fighter will be a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I'd be more surprised to see groggydog not promote, considering he's got that X-Cal +2 and the Dragon Armor. That's 2 reasons to promote, as opposed to Jat, who's only got 1 in the Dragon Armor.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just gonna rely on your black belt and you're gonna be using your fighter as a magic caster, then you may just even opt to just say whatever. I'm not even gonna bother.
Exactly. It's still got way more health and absorb than your standard magic caster.
Yeah.
Level 7 Cure 4, huh? Looks like Groggy also making the C play. Still hasn't been to Ordeals from the look of it. The Aegis, there is a third reason to promote. The fact that he bothered to stop and pick up the Aegis tells me that he will promote at some point.
Maybe.
Because otherwise, why would you bother taking the time to drop an item from your inventory, then pick up the Aegis?
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, maybe he will promote. He does have exit, so he can get out of it. Like, it's going to be pretty fast to promote.
Exactly. And we got some lobsters, which are hitting actually fairly weakly for what lobsters tend to roll whenever I see them. Once again, must be nice.
Yeah, lobsters are one of the worst enemies in Sea Shrine.
Yeah, it's somewhere between lobsters and ghosts for me.
Yeah, the ghosts are like one of the hardest hitting enemies, if not the hardest hitting in the game.
Yep. Alright, we are on to Kraken. Let's see how this goes. First roll, we get fast. Love to see that go before we start swinging. 14 hits, 801. Kraken swings back with some Fire 2. Invis 2 comes out so that we're a little protected in case Kraken starts to get slap happy. So now, Black Belt swings again, 11 hits, 504. Good night, Kraken.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy fight. Kraken won. Can be a little scary, but with the levels he's got, it really is not much of a problem at all.
Yep, and we did not see the key item on Kraken's side, so now it's time to go Mermaid's side.
Worth noting, groggydog is also in C, so depending on what he finds here, if the key is here and in the loot is Canary locked, he will get to go mode Sky. So this really could work out for him pretty big, because that'll save him a lot of time in Sky.
That's time he really needs to save at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely behind in orbs, and he still needs to get the rod out of Ordeals, so yeah, he's definitely got some ground to make up.
What's behind this monster in a box? Just some gold. Ooh, a big eye. Not worth it for Jat at this point.
Yeah. I'm surprised he ran from that, but took the single troll from the chest.
Yeah, well, it may have just been to see what was in it, I don't know.
You got everything in the world you could possibly want at this point.
Yeah, that's
looking for that third ribbon.
We know where that is. He might not.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he's checking those Topher boxes.
Not so you'd notice.
Alright, there's our loot.
Alright, so now that means the key has to be in ice.
Yeah, which is bad news for Groggy Dog, because he'll probably last locate that as well. Because it's...
If we're being real, unfortunately, this whole seed has been bad news for Groggy Dog since he started wiping a Garland.
That's true. Yeah, things just haven't gone his way.
Sometimes Rando be like that. There's that Life 2 coming into play here in Ice Cave.
I don't think they have warp, do they?
They do not have warp.
Okay, so
I don't even know if we've seen warp.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen warp, so potentially be a little bit slower than you'd like, depending on if it's in this middle chest here or not. But
yeah, it could just be potentially the last possible chest. Our tracker saying that we have not seen warp yet, and I trust Shadow to be correct about that.
oh, there's our eye grind.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a French vanilla eye right there.
Yeah.
That also could have been a great grind tile, but, you know.
Yeah, doing a grind in ice is kind of sketchy.
Iffy, but when you have exit, it's significantly less so.
Yeah, that's true.
Images. So annoying.
Ice -3 sword.
Might still be better than the wear -2 sword.
Yeah, I think Jat's given up on equipping anything on his knight at this point.
Yeah, I think he has to. I think the knight is there to cast buffs. And there's that key.
Yep. Always feels good to last locate.
True, but with the way this seed was, I imagine he'd feel confident that they are both gonna last location that key.
Yeah, sometimes people will make an early ice play instead of marsh, but it's not too popular. So you can be pretty confident that your opponent's also probably gonna last locate that.
I think the fact that because of where the ship was located, that makes it significantly less likely that someone would have big brained ice.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got stone poison on those Cerberuses.
Thankfully, we have 15 ribbons to keep us safe. Well, not the white mage.
White mage that can't equip ribbons.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see how long Jat keeps the white mage with the stone poison on, or in petrified form or whatever, because he might just opt to go through a couple bosses, because you could always unstone them after the boss, and the white mage does have life, so...
Yeah, not a whole lot of reason. Yeah, not even bothering to heal before carry. The disrespect. I don't think he needs respect, but still. So we got Temper coming out, Fast coming out, Carry swings and takes out that Black Mage, Black Belt swings, 1247 off 16 hits, goodbye Carry. That's 3 orbs lit. All we got left now is the Earth Cave. Can't land in the marsh, chat. Sorry, it doesn't work that way.
It looks like Groggy Dog went ahead and promoted, so he's equipping his X-Cal +2. I think he probably put on his Dragon Armor, so...
His Aegis, yeah. Speaking of equipment, Jat moving around a whole bunch of equipment.
Yeah, the fact that he still hasn't like used the soft potion on his white mage makes me think he might just be keeping that white mage around for until he gets a ways into the Temple of Fiends, just in case he needs.
Yeah, just have a life caster on ice in case things go bad.
Yeah.
You're significantly less likely to lose a life caster if they're stoned.
Yeah. Too bad you can't just cast Brack on your own party members.
I would make it a lot easier to preserve them.
Yeah. It's like cryostasis.
Right? Give them the Han Solo treatment.
Exactly.
Stay fresh, Lifecaster. Well, and we got some trolls trolling Jat just before he can talk to Lich and start the boss fight. Let's see, 4 hits 82, 8 hits 653, and that's 4 orbs lit at 104. Well, not quite, because we got some images trying to stop Jat from getting out. At 104.46, we have 4 orbs lit for Jat.
Yeah, so he's just gonna do some last-minute shopping, most likely, and head on into Topher.
Yep, fill up those heal pots, and he only needs 3, so... Did he just not bother because he had 96 of them? Can't say I hate that play. Yep, definitely saving that Lifecaster for in case of emergency, Brack Lifecaster.
Yeah, I mean, the white mage doesn't actually really do a whole lot in the fights themselves. Maybe just throw out like a fade. So, just having them on hand just in case, it's not a bad call.
No, not even a little bit. It's definitely the safest place to have your Lifecaster. Meanwhile, Groggy taking on some mages and fighters up in Sky. Decent chunk of XP for that fight. Jat getting stonewalled by a bunch of purple worms. And by stonewalled, I mean mildly tripped up.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot that's going to slow him down at this point.
Oh, those Sorias would have been so much XP that Jat really doesn't even need.
Yeah, he's too far to make a push for 42 here.
Yeah, if he wanted to push for 42, he'd have gone and done it when he was doing his initial grind. Hello, Lich 2. Goodbye, Lich 2. Lich 2 might have had less health than Lich 1. And Groggy is on the Bridge of Destiny. Let's see if we get a visit from a, not-so-friendly robot. Ooh, getting a nice hero run. And he makes it safely to Tiamat.
Alright, so yeah, Jat unstoning the white mage to res the black mage because the black mage got taken out by some Agamas.
And we are on carry 2. 4 hits for 39 damage from the fighter. Fast goes out, as well as a fade for 226. Carry with lit 2, gonna throw some chip damage on the party. Black belt swings, 15 hits, 972, and that's carry 2 down. We are down 2 of the revisited fiends.
Yeah, so far it's looking like not going to 42 on the black belt is not slowing him down really at all.
No, not even a smidge. The only thing that's slowing him down right now is this encounter rate.
Alright, Kraken 2, kind of the first real test of the dungeon. We'll see what happens. With an 800 HP black belt, probably not going to be too much of an issue.
No, but we will find out. Kraken 2 has been known to cause problems. But we get an Invis 2 out before Kraken can do anything. Temper coming out. Fast coming out. All of our buffs going out before the first swing, which is 16 hits for 558. Kraken back rows that white mage, but thankfully it survives.
Yeah, that one cast of Invis 2 might have been just enough to save that white mage.
Kraken swinging in on that fighter. Fighter tanks it, no problem. Fade coming out for 115. 16 hits for 1200 damage. Goodbye, Kraken 2. And our full party is still alive, so Jat's in an incredible position heading into Tier 2.
Yeah, definitely keeping that life caster alive feels pretty good.
And we are into Tiamat 2, picking out our buffs, choosing our fights. Oh, Tiamat throwing out Zap right off the bat and exiles both mages. But we got 7 hits for 337, followed by a Temper. We're going to go for another fast. This time it comes out. Black belt swinging again, 13 hits for 317. Tiamat's a little tanky today.
Did less damage with fast buff. That feels bad.
It sure does. Lock 2 coming out to try and get a few extra hits. Tiamat with Bane. Tiamat's all about that instant death magic today. 15 hits for 548. This is a very tough Tia 2. Swinging again. 16 hits, 488. Good night, Tia 2. And we are on to Chaos with only our 2 melee casters alive. To be fair, that fighter really is a melee caster.
Yeah, he's basically just a black mage and with a fighter outfit on. Alright, we're gonna rearrange our armor a little bit here. We got a ribbon on the black belt. That's smart play. 35 is you can still get hit by stuff like Bane. It won't protect against slow 2 though, but we do have a lot of fast cast left.
So we start off throwing out a defense sword. Chaos starts with Ink, giving us a free turn. Fast goes out on the black mage or black belt. We're gonna temper up, as well as throw out a second shot of that defense sword, really get some dodging ability on that black belt. Black belt swings, 8 hits for 1054, massive damage on Chaos. Lock 2 comes out. Chaos throws out stun, and it is ineffective. Chaos with 2 hits for 303 on the fighter, but 7 hits for 104 from the black belt. Lock 2 coming out. Chaos fasting itself, that's bad news. Temper comes out, black belt swinging again, 11 hits for 701. Chaos still standing, but probably not for long. 12 hits, 1251, and Chaos swings in with Nuclear, taking out the fighter. It's now Hold A and Pray, folks. 11 hits, 605, terminated at 1 hour, 12 minutes, 14 seconds. Jat2980 has defeated groggydog and brought an end to this best of 3 series. Get your GGs in the chat, folks.
Yeah, GG's to Jat. A 112 is a very fast time. Hey, and we're joined by Jat. GG's, sir.
GG.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a very fast time, especially with a full clear.
Yeah, I mean, thank goodness for these early floaters, man.
Yeah,
we're also joined by groggydog. GG's. Your mic might be muted or not plugged in. But
yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
we can.
Okay, there we go. Wasn't plugged in all the way. Thanks.
So yeah, 2 seeds in a row where you've got the floater in the first 10 minutes. How about that?
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10. Please give me floater early for the rest of the tournament, and I'll be really happy, especially with Town Shuffle.
Yeah, so I gotta say, I'm a little. Like after the first race, I can't say I'm completely surprised, but I was a little surprised that you stuck with the black belt the way you did, considering the game was just throwing fighter gear at you over and over.
Really? I mean, I guess so, but like the fighter is like the best possible mage, and a black belt at 32 is essentially a fighter swinging a Masa, and it didn't take like my grind was super fast this time, right? So.
That's true. You did have an even better grind tonight. Like I was guessing this before you found that incredible blue stake grind.
Yeah. So like
where was that?
Groggy asked me a post game, and okay, so I got lucky here. Like, not gonna lie, what happened is I was just walking around doing my routing on the floater, right? And then I landed on ordeals, and then I walked like 3 steps, and then I hit the floater, or I hit the blue stake, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's off power cycle. Like just like 30 steps into the encounter table or whatever that first run was. So I was like, okay, I got a blue stake, and then it turned out to be the second encounter, but still it was more than good enough.
Yeah, I thought the blue Ds in ice I could handle, or in the volcano I could handle, and then ended up having to bail on that. And so ironically I went back and did a long late grind on ice Ds and earth again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was eyes in Ice Cave, and there was an Agama in Ordeals. So.
Last location to ordeals was about to head to Ice Cave, so.
Yeah, I probably would have done the Agama if I didn't. Like, the Agama was like a little beefy, but I probably would have done the Agama if I didn't see the T-Rex. So I think my grind was going to be like okay no matter what, but I ended up just 2-manning. Well, I like kept 4 up, then I went down to 2 when my black belt was about 16 or 17 or something. Did like waterfall. Got my black belt to like 21, and then just finished off the grind on the blue stake to 32, and I was more than happy with 32. Well, 35 by the end of the seed, but like 32 grind for with double fast casters, especially with the knight having fast.
Yeah, the low-level black magic really paid big dividends, giving you fast and temper on your fighter.
Yeah. Oh, and the defense sword and ordeals too. Like just like those 3 things. Oh, and a ribbon. Like just like so much additional good gear and magic that it was like a pretty easy 32 decision for me at least.
You missed the 3rd ribbon in the first chest in Temple of Fiends.
That's not important. my white mage couldn't equip it anyways.
Very true.
Black mages are there to die anyways.
Well, congratulations again on coming out ahead, moving into the top 8. Got any final thoughts on this seed?
No, not really. It was a pretty fun seed again. I felt like it was pretty smooth sailing, which is like deeply unusual for pod flags a lot of the time. So I'm appreciative of the last 2 seeds having that early floater, so Town Shuffle's not as big of a factor. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks, Dr. Funkin. And I don't know if I've ever actually talked to Ganon. It's gone a while, but I've heard you on comms a few times. So thanks for helping out, and shadowed for Tracken, who's always an all-star. And yeah, good races to Groggy. Thanks for being a little bit accommodating of my schedule. So I appreciate that. And yeah, good luck with whatever you're up to next.
Groggy, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, GG's to Jat. You know, did not expect to make it through this round anyways. It feels a little rough to go out in that badly, especially after how close Thursday was. But I botched the grind again, and by all accounts, got the flitter a little bit later. So it is what it is. It's still proud to make the top 16 2 years in a row. But again, GG's to Jat. Good luck. Please win it all so that I feel better about this later. And then thanks to the crew, and big thanks to all the tournament organizers. I know y'all have worked really hard in the last two months. So I'm excited for you all to get a break soon too.
Yeah, GG's to both of you guys. It was a fun race to watch. And good luck. Good luck next round, Jat. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I know there's plenty of strong runners left in here, and I guess I'll be facing the winner of Fry Teeth and Krellin, whose game 1 was last night, I believe.
Which one are you more afraid of?
I would have said Fry Teeth at the beginning of the tournament, but Krellin's been putting on some fantastic performances and beating some very, very strong runners. So, unlike some other people, I'm very, very, very aware of I fear the new runners because I've been watching them improve rapidly over the last 6 months to a year for them. So I'm not taking anything for granted going forward. And the others, Fry Teeth, Krellin, they're both going to be people I'm going to have to prepare for. But luckily, it's still the round of 16 flags, so not the crazy finals ones quite yet.
Well, fantastic. Once again, I want to thank both of you for putting on a fantastic race for all of our viewers. Please follow both of our runners as they put on a wonderful show today. Follow the Speed Gaming family of channels for more great action like this. Follow my co-commentator, Ganon's Gone Wild, who also has a tournament race later tonight at 10:30. You won't want to miss that.
Yeah, game 2, right?
Yeah, game 2. Hopefully the seed is not as bad as the one yesterday.
Yeah, you must have watched the seed and been like, what did I do to deserve my seed compared to this?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm Dr. Funkin, and for my co-commentator, Ganon's Gone Wild, we are signing off. Y'all have a great afternoon.